Christ's suffering and the demonstration of the kind of physiological stress that his human body was under is manifested here in the Garden of Gethsemane. The Gospels describe that he was sweating blood, and there's a well-documented medical condition in which patients who are under a tremendous amount of emotional stress and physiological stress can sweat blood, because little blood vessels within their glands burst, and then the blood is expressed. It is called hematidrosis. The Garden of Gethsemane and the Garden of Eden are synonymous. The Garden of Eden, Adam fell because of the sin, and the Garden of Gethsemane is where Jesus, our scapegoat, sprinkled the rock of agony with his blood, washing our sins. Gethsemane is located at the foot of Mount of Olives, East Jerusalem. The name was used by the Gospels where Jesus went after the Last Supper. It was a known place for Jesus' disciples as they often spent the night at the Mount of Olives, a garden surrounded with olive trees and a nearby oil press. However, in 2020, a ritual bath, a mikveh, was discovered during the archaeological excavations near the church, proving the location of an oil press that Jewish people have to purify before pressing the oil. Here, after singing the Psalms of Hallel, Psalm 113 to 118, Jesus left the upper room with his disciples and crossed the Kidron Valley to the garden. This grotto where I'm standing is very much likely would have been the place where the oil press machines would have been kept. Of course, this is where the word Gethsemane, which in Hebrew Gethshmanim, comes, which means an oil press. The caves, however, would have given Jesus and his disciples a comfort place while he was in Jerusalem. However, also tradition holds that Nicodemus would have visited Jesus here in this cave, where Jesus here revealed to Nicodemus God's plan for salvation. Here, Jesus said to his disciples, "Pray, so you will not fall into temptation while I go and pray." He took with him Peter, James, and John, who witnessed his glory on Mount Tabor, and he left them under one of the trees, and on a distance of a throwing stone he went to pray. Here, two battles took place, one battle between God and Satan, between light and darkness, and one battle which is the inner struggle, Jesus' humanity and weakness. Here, Jesus shed blood for the first time. The way of the cross started from this rock. The Sanhedrin are approaching with their torches of fire. Footsteps are heard. His betrayer is kissing him. Jesus identifying himself, "I am." The enemy facing the floor. The Lord, the captive Jesus Christ, is now with few words, and the battle starts. The human God, Jesus Christ, and the story of salvation. The church is built by the Italian architect Antonio Barluzzi in the 1920s. A beautiful modern church. Yet the blue dark mosaic ceiling and the purple windows decorate the church with sad moments, along with the ancient trees about 1,000 years old. Yet the roots of those trees mark and echoes the footsteps of our Lord Jesus in the garden.